My sister broke my 4-year-old daughter's arm during family vacation. Dad whispered, lie to the doctors or we'll destroy her life. They had no idea. Someone filmed everything. My parents rented a large beach house for a week, and everyone agreed we would spend most of our time together. My sister Jessica brought her 2 kids, my brother Mike brought his wife, and I came with my daughter Mia. Mia was 4 and completely obsessed with the ocean. She carried a pink plastic bucket everywhere and spent most of the first morning collecting shells. Jessica had always been competitive with me, but I never thought much of it. She made little comments about Mia being spoiled or getting too much attention, but I usually ignored them. That afternoon, everyone was outside near the rental house. The adults were talking while the kids played on the deck. Mia was running toward me with her bucket when Jessica stepped in front of her. Watch where you're going, Jessica snapped. Mia stopped. I'm sorry. Jessica looked down at her. You're always in the way. I started walking over, but Jessica grabbed Mia by the arm. Jessica, I said, let her go. She pulled Mia backward. Mia stumbled. Then Jessica shoved her. It happened so quickly that I barely understood what I was seeing. Mia hit the wooden steps hard. She screamed. I ran to her. Her arm was bent at an angle that made my stomach drop. Daddy. I picked her up immediately. Jessica stood there frozen. I barely touched her, she said. My dad rushed over. Don't start yelling, he told me. We need to handle this calmly. Mia was crying against my chest. I hurt, Daddy. My arm hurts. I grabbed my keys. We're going to the hospital. My dad followed me toward the driveway. Then he caught my arm. Listen to me. I turned around. He leaned close enough that nobody else could hear. Lie to the doctors. I stared at him. What? He glanced toward Jessica. Say Mia fell. That's it. I pulled my arm away. She didn't fall. My dad's voice dropped. If you tell them Jessica pushed her, she'll lose everything. Her kids, her job, her house. We'll destroy her life. I looked at him for a few seconds. Then I noticed something across the yard. My brother Mike was standing beside the grill. He wasn't looking at us. His phone was pointed directly toward the deck. I didn't say anything. At the hospital, Mia needed surgery. The doctor asked what happened. I looked at my daughter lying on the bed with tears running down her face. She fell down the steps, I said. My dad nodded behind me, but I couldn't finish the sentence. The nurse asked again. Mia suddenly whispered, Aunt Jessica pushed me. Jessica wasn't in the room. My dad stepped forward. She doesn't understand what happened. The nurse looked at me. I said nothing. After the doctor left, I walked into the hallway. Mike followed me. He looked nervous. I recorded it, he said. I stared at him. All of it? He nodded. I didn't know what else to do. He sent me the video. I watched it once. Jessica grabbed Mia. Jessica shoved her. Mia fell. And then my dad pulled me aside and told me to lie. There was no confusion, no misunderstanding, no accident. I saved the video. Then I called the police. My dad found out about the recording before the officers arrived. He came toward me in the hospital hallway. You're really going to do this to your own sister? I didn't answer. Jessica started crying. You're ruining my life over one mistake. I looked through the glass window at Mia sleeping. You broke my daughter's arm. Jessica wiped her face. It was an accident. I held up my phone. Then you'll have no problem watching the video. Her face changed immediately. My dad went silent. The police took statements that night. The video was copied directly from Mike's phone. The hospital documented Mia's injuries, and the doctors confirmed that her injuries were consistent with a forceful fall. Jessica was charged. My parents hired a lawyer for her, but I refused every phone call they made asking me to drop it. For months, our family stopped speaking to me. Then something unexpected happened. Mike sent me another message. He had found an old group chat where Jessica had complained about Mia before the vacation. She had written that she was tired of everyone treating my daughter like she was the center of the family. It wasn't enough by itself to prove anything, but it showed exactly where her anger came from. Jessica eventually accepted a plea agreement. She lost custody temporarily and had to complete counseling and probation. My dad never apologized, neither did my mom. 6 months later, Mia's cast came off. She held her arm up proudly while the doctor moved it around. Does that hurt? Mia shook her head. No. Then she looked at me. Can we go to the beach again? I smiled. Yeah, we went the following summer. Just the 2 of us. No family, no arguments, no secrets. Mia built a sandcastle while I sat nearby. My phone buzzed. It was my dad. I deleted the message without opening it. Then I put my phone away and watched my daughter run toward the water with both arms swinging freely.